Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. Today we're going to take a look at the HeadWolf FPad 1. This is an 8-inch Android tablet and it's supposed to have 4G LTE built into it. So we're going to go ahead, unbox it, take a look at it, try it out, and see how this thing performs. So let's jump into it and here we go. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look around this box and then get it opened up. And we can see here it says HeadWolf FPad 1. There's a little bit of branding right there. Nothing on the sides here, and really nothing on the back. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I don't mind plain packaging, but I kind of wish they would have had some specs on here at the very least. But let's go ahead and get this thing opened up here so that we can take a look inside and see what the tablet actually is going to look like and see if we can get some specs in there. If we don't have any specs on the inside here, we'll have to go to the website and take a look at them. So let's just see. This box is slow opening. There we go. All right, let's set that over there. And let's get this tablet out. All right. Let's see here. We're going to get a user manual for one there. And then here is the tablet itself, which we'll take a look at. But let's see what else we get in here. So let's just set that right there for the moment. Looks like there's going to be, no, there's some boxes in here, but I'm not sure not sure which ones actually have stuff. All right, here we go. This is going to be a USB-C cable. Very nice. I'm looking forward to that. I do not like it when they come with micro USB cables. So shout out to USB-C. And look at that. Take note, Apple and Samsung and everybody else is not doing this. This is a power brick. This is what is supposed to come included with your packaging there. So big ups to them on that. We'll probably need that to charge up. Let's see if there's anything else in here. And try not to destroy this, but I think I might just have to. So no, I think that's it. Just the power brick and the USB-C cable. So all right, we'll set that off to the side, and let's see if we can get this out of the bag here. And let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? There's one other thing I wonder if it's in this package here, in this box, and that is going to be a SIM ejector, because we are going to need a SIM ejector to actually open up the LTE tray. And I don't see a SIM ejector in here. All right, well, we'll put all this stuff back over here. Set that over off to the side. I don't see one in here. So, yeah. All right. Well, here is the tablet. We can see there's a little sheet over top of it. So we'll go ahead and get that. Oh, well, that didn't work as planned. This is supposed to help you. Let's see. It says step 2, peel off the mask after application completed. Application of what? Anyways, let's just take a look around this. Let's take a look around the tablet first, then we'll get that off. First things first, this has a very nice matte black coated, sort of like soft powder coated finish. It feels really, really good. It sort of feels like a soft version of like a Hydro Flask bottle or something. It's that nice soft powder coated. But it's matte black. It looks really great. You can see here, I can touch it and there's no fingerprints on there, which is great. Like, I have lotion on my hands, so I don't have ashy hands when I do these reviews, and it's not leaving fingerprints. We can see, though, there's going to be a few things on here. We're going to see there's a plus minus button right there. So we're going to have our volume up and down. There is the volume buttons on the side here. We're also going to have the power button. You can see all that's indicated. We have our camera. There is a flash on there. And then we're going to have a slot for what looks like a micro SD card and then the SIM card. So there's going to be 2 slots, and you can see that. Oh, this is actually right here. This is the SIM card, and this is the micro SD card slot. Now on the plastic part up top here, where you get the cover, it actually says SIM and TF card. So let's see if I can get this this part opened up here. So yeah, I think I might need a little SIM ejector. But on the top here, if you can see, there is going to be a a USB-C port up top, and a headphone jack, which oddly enough, they don't have labeled on here, but they have everything else labeled. So there's that. There is a front-facing camera right here on the front so that you can use that. And let's see if we can get this thing. There we go. Now it's coming off. All right. Now we have that off. Let's go ahead and set that off to the side. And yeah, so far so good. This thing feels kind of nice actually. On the bottom, we have our speakers. We can see the holes for our speakers right there on the bottom of this thing. So, all right, let's go ahead and hit the power button. Let's see if it fires up. I feel some vibration. I see it starting up there. So, yeah, it says HeadWolf powered by Android. So, very nice. Let's see if it's, when this thing boots up all the way, we'll see how much battery life in there actually is, and if I need to go ahead and charge it before we can start using it, or if we can jump right in and start testing some stuff out there. So one of the things that I do want to test is the LTE service. So I have a SIM card that from a prepaid service I was testing out that gave me like 30 days worth of service, and so I have, I think, a few more days on it. So I think I'll pop it in here and see how it actually works. All right, so there we go. The screen looks really nice. I have to say the screen looks nice. We hit that there, and there we go. Let's see. I think there might be another plastic coating on there because I see a little bubble. I think there is. I think there's actually another little screen protector on there. I don't know if it's supposed to come off. It's on there pretty firm. I don't know if it's supposed to come up, but there's definitely a little bubble right there in the middle that tells me that, and I can see like the edge of this thing where it looks like there's definitely a screen protector, but I don't know if it's supposed to come off or not, or if it's just got a defect in there. I don't know if you can see that right in the middle. There's like a little bubble. I'll have to see if I can get that on camera, but so it says to connect to mobile, if you have a SIM card, insert it now. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go ahead and grab a SIM card and put it in there, and we'll see how this thing is going to work out overall right from the beginning. All right, so I went ahead and got the tablet set up, and the first thing I noticed that was an issue with it is, well, the SIM card that I put in here just doesn't seem to be recognized. Now, I'm not going to say that's a problem with the tablet because it is a SIM card from a company that I've had a lot of problems with, and I was just testing it out for a month. I'm not going to recommend it. I'm not even going to mention the name on here because, well, the SIM card in the service has been pretty garbage so far. So, all right. But what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to pull out the SIM card from my iPhone here, and we'll see if I can get any service on the tablet here. So, first things though, let's go on and just say I have to say this thing is very loud. So let me turn that down. Let me see if I can turn this down a bit and get this thing going. So let me go ahead and put my password in so I can unlock this thing. And all right, so let me go ahead and see if I can turn the volume down there. And we can see it wants me to connect to a mobile network. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to skip on past that for the moment. And I'm not going to copy any of my apps and stuff there. So we already have my accounts ready to go. So we can see everything's ready to go here. So I just, it's going to ask me if I want to do anything else. I'm going to say no thanks. And it's getting everything ready. So we're all set up and ready to go here, as we can see. Now, there's a few things I want to check out here. Is I want to run a test and see how fast my Wi-Fi is on this thing, because it says it gets 2.4 and 5G Wi-Fi network. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tap the speed test there, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to allow it to use my info once, and I'll allow to make a manage. I guess it's, I'm going to hit deny on there. I don't need that right now. We don't need to manage phone calls, and we'll hit do not allow. God, there's a lot of stuff on the speed test app now. So, okay, here we go. Let's see if we can hit go on there and see what kind of speeds we're going to get. And it looks like we're getting about 190, 200 megabits down. So it looks like it's going pretty good. It looks like the speeds are pretty decent. I've noticed on here it's showing that I have not full bars on my Wi-Fi, but I'm only in the next room there, so we'll have to see. And it looks like we're getting about 35 up, so that's about where I would expect it to be. So, all right, let's see how this compares to my my Android phone there. And so let me go ahead and see if I can. Let me see if I can find my speed test here. Let's just type in speed. There we go. And let's see if we can get this thing up and running. Let's see what this is going. We'll allow that once. And let's go ahead, and I'm not even sure if we're on the same server, but we'll just see what it looks like in comparison and see how that goes. So yeah, we can definitely see that the Wi-Fi chip on my Samsung phone is definitely faster. We're looking at almost two times as fast there. So we're at about 388 for the download. The upload is going to be about the same because I'm capped at 35. So yeah, we're definitely, oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's just go back here. And so yeah, we're at 390 and 34.9. And if we go back here again, let's see, let's open this back up here. I'll tell you what, these speed tests. So there we have 215 and 34 and 34.7. So the Wi-Fi on my Android phone is definitely faster. So all right, let's run one other test here, and then I just want to take it out and see what the cameras look like here. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and hit accept there, and we're gonna run a Geekbench CPU test on here, and we'll see what this thing is gonna look like. And I'll be back in just a second because these tests usually take just about a few minutes, and then they'll be ready to go. So once this is finished up, then I'll let you know what the scores are. All right, so I went ahead and ran the Geekbench test here, and we have our scores, and we can see here first we have the single core score of 355 and the multi-core score of 709. And that's pretty abysmal, I have to say. So it's really not the best performance, but you have to remember this is not a high performance tablet. This is a budget tablet. And just for comparison, here is the Geekbench scores for my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And you can see we have a single core score of 1121 and a multi-core score of 3217. So hardware can make a huge difference. All right. Now, before we head outside, I did want to check if I can get some cellular action going on with this thing. So I took the SIM card out of my iPhone here, and let's see if we can actually get this thing working in this tablet. All right, everyone. Well, I've tried 2 active SIM cards, and I can't seem to get either one of them to be recognized by this tablet. And so for me, I'm kind of done, because if I can't get the tablet to work with the LTE, which is one of the main reasons why I was interested in this tablet, well, I can't recommend it. I mean, it's a very budget tablet. It's not like it's a high-end Samsung or a high-end, iPad or something like that. It's just a budget tablet, but I still expect tablets and any device to work the way that it's intended to work. And we can see here, the interesting thing about this tablet is that it reads like a phone. Even the setup language when I was getting this thing set up read like I was setting up a phone. And we can see it actually has a dialer on here so that you can make a phone call. And other tablets that I've seen, even when you have LTE service, when you have a SIM card slot, it's so that you can get your data elsewhere. It's never really been so you can use it as a phone, but this one actually has a dialer on here. So yeah, and if you look right here, right there is a little phone icon. You click that, it opens up into the dialer, and you can actually make phone calls if you can get the SIM working in there. Now, I don't know, maybe you can get this thing set up to make phone calls over Wi-Fi or something, and that would work. I don't know if that's even possible. When I come into the settings here, I don't see anything in here for cellular calls on there. If I click on there, I don't see anything in addition about cellular calls. I do see we can use this thing as a hotspot, but I don't see any like Wi-Fi calling or anything. So yeah, I don't think that feature is going to be available on here. So anyways, I guess I'll stop right here because there's no need to go on if I can't get the cellular working. That's one of the main features that I was interested with this tablet, and now I'm sort of bummed out about it. So anyways, this is the HeadWolf FPad 1. All right, everyone. Well, that is the HeadWolf FPad 1, and I will say that there are some things I like about it. I do like this. I do like the texture of this back part here. The screen's okay. Overall, it's a decent little budget tablet, and you know, if you're doing simple things like watching movies or surfing the internet or something like that, I think it's going to work fine for you. I like the fact that it has dual band Wi-Fi, so you can get both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz on there. But I will say I'm just really sorely disappointed that I wasn't able to get the cellular service working on here, even though I tried 2 active SIM cards. I could not get either one of them to work properly on here, and just even have the SIM card recognize that it was in there. It was mounted in there properly, but it's just not, it just didn't work. And so for me, that's really just a bummer, and I just sort of called the end of the review at that. But you know, it does work. And if you're using this, I think for just watching movies or something, I think it'll serve you fine. The only issue is you're going to be paying for that cellular, that LTE cellular connectivity, but you may not get it working right. So just be aware of that. I don't know, maybe I got a bummed unit and maybe they needed to send me another one or something, but yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I'll have to reach out to them and find out what I can find out about it. But I will say so far, I'm not disappointed in the tablet overall outside of that, but because that part doesn't work, I can't recommend it. So there you go. Anyways, I'm not going to leave a link to it down below in the video description because, well, I don't leave links to stuff that I don't recommend because I don't want people to accidentally go out there and buy it and then they have a similar issue and then they're like, hey, why'd you recommend this thing? And I'm like, I didn't. They're like, but there was a link down below. And I'm like, you're right, there was. And they're like, well, then you recommended it. And so I don't want any confusion. So I'm not leaving a link. There you go. All right, but I will leave a link to my social media contacts down below in the video description, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon, and until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.